My name is James Green. I'm with Carbon Games, and I'm the creative director here showing off AirMech.
So James, what is AirMech?
AirMech is a free-to-play action RTS where you are piloting this giant transforming mech that can drop down on the ground next to your units and fight, or you can fly in the sky, building them and deploying them as fast as you want.
Now, this game's it's not complicated, but unless you can play it, it's hard to understand. So it's part RTS, part MOBA, and part shooter.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, depending where you're coming from, we can say, oh, it's a twin stick shooter, or it's a straight up RTS, or yeah, League of Legends or Dota. It's all like that. It's finding an entry point for where players coming from. Say, yeah, it's like that. Let me show you how to do that thing that you like, and then you'll learn the rest later. Because it is kind of a complex game when you look at all the options, but there's very focused strategies that you can barrel down on.
Why don't you go into detail about how when the game starts up, how you play?
Well, me personally, how I would play, or how an average player would play?
How you would play?
Well, I usually end up playing a support class because when I play on a team, I look and see, what does the game need? Like, do I need to be a healer, support class, or am I going to help build more things? Because I always play that when I'm playing TF2, I'm the medic. I always what do we need on the team? So I look at everybody else. They go totally aggro. They got their fighter, their stealth, their Neo thing. So I'm going to support them by getting back to the base. I'm going to build some tanks, build some AA, and I'll slowly creep up and keep them alive. I'll drop down and I'll heal them. I just like to support my team. So that's my role, but then other people get much more aggressive and they just want to be right up there in the front lines, the giant miniguns just hammering down on the units. You can really play it any way you want, as long as somebody else in your team is playing the other roles.
And can you talk about some of the different classes, because you have different planes in the game?
Yeah. We've got the Striker, which is the Ryu of our game. He's the all-rounder. We always steer players into that. But then they might want to jump over to the Chopper, which is actually better at carrying units. You can carry larger units faster. And then you've got these seeking missiles. So he's a better, easier class to play for new players, even though it doesn't have many options as the other. You've got the Warthog, with, based off an A10, actual Warthog with this giant minigun. He's great when you just want to get down and wreck stuff. You got the Osprey, which is the healing class. You got the Neo, which is the stealth, harasser, jokester class. He's a lot of fun to play. You got the Paladin, which is literally a paladin. We didn't want any confusion there, so we say this is what he does. He's got auras. He's got this hammer to stun people, crowd control. We keep adding airmechs to the game. I don't really know when we're going to stop. It's maybe around 15 airmechs. We want to have this nice hybrid balance of everybody gives you what you need, but it's not too much. It's not going to be 200 champions or something. I love TF2, and how many classes did they added to TF2 over the time? Oh, well, none, because they had the right balance. So that's our goal too, is just to have a nice balance to everything.
And tell us where people can find more information about your game.
AirMech.com. You can pick your choice of version. You can play the game on Steam. We've got a direct client version from us. AirMech.com, it shows all of them. You can even play it on Chrome in your browser, and we've got other versions coming soon, like Android, iOS, and maybe even some console stuff.